Warner Bros. Discovery is hoping to offset some of the costs of their merger and kind of slowly but surely dig their way out of the massive hole of debt that Warner Bros. Has been in for the past few years. And I think one of the big plays that they've been eyeing for quite a long time now is go back to established franchises that have made you guys a lot of money in the past and just beat that dead horse again. Now, the latest of those is Lord of the Rings. So apparently, according to numerous movie outlet sources, they're looking to do more, and by them I mean Warner Bros. Discovery is looking to make more Lord of the Rings movies, and I'm going, oh boy, this should be interesting to say the least. I think this is kind of bizarre for a lot of different reasons, but not necessarily bad. So I know everyone is immediately going to jump down this and just go, this is a bad idea, the original trilogy is perfect. I'm going, yes, I agree. The original trilogy is perfect, but then the Hobbit movies happen, so let's not pretend like the legacy of Lord of the Rings isn't, once what it used to be. It has been tarnished a little bit, not completely ruined, but I think the world of Lord of the Rings has such vast history that hopefully you choose to not cross your wires a little bit here. You can explore different eras that Tolkien has established. You don't necessarily have to put it within 50 years after Return of the King or 50 years right before The Hobbit. Like, you've got this vast Middle Earth to tell, so go with something different. I'm more curious from the aspect of Amazon is still planning on pursuing multiple seasons of its show. I'm very, very curious to see Amazon doing a Lord of the Rings TV series the same time that Warner Bros. Discovery is doing more movies in Middle Earth. I just think this is a fascinating and bizarre concept, but at the same time, it makes sense because, as I said at the beginning, Warner Bros. Discovery right now is looking to the tried and true franchises. They're hopefully doing some good stuff with DC. The jury's still out on what James Gunn is doing, but they want to get that in order. There's been rumors ever since Warner Bros. Discovery merged of them doing more stuff with Harry Potter, and while nothing's been concrete yet, looking at the sales numbers for like Hogwarts Legacy and the less than stellar box office for the Fantastic Beasts movies as those steadily declined over time, I would not be at all surprised if they want to do something more Harry Potter, just because it's a recognizable brand and IP that, for lack of a better term, they could still milk that franchise for a lot more money. David Zaslav, I think, will want to go back to the tried and trues for Warner Brothers that they could still logically make money out of it. It's just they need surefire hits. They said that they're not going to be spending nearly as much money as they have in the past, and to that extent, I somewhat believe them. But at the same time, you're going to need to fork out quite a bit of money for these new Lord of the Rings. Again, there's a lot of Tolkien to go around here, guys. Please just don't stick it to the same usual time constraints of, well, we've got to put it here in this this Middle Earth era. We've got to put it right around Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, or else people are going to get very, very confused. But also, maybe don't step on the toes of Amazon. I still have not watched Rings of Power yet. I do not know how it is. I know Josh speaks very, very highly of it. I know other people not so much, but I have not seen it to know and form an opinion of myself. I think it'd be very interesting if there's some overlap there. Legally, I don't know who's got the rights to what in terms of like Amazon. You can use this, and this, but the movies still have preferential treatment on this. I just think it's always bizarre and fascinating when multiple studios can do the same thing or same property at around the same time to very different degrees of success. So I think we're still a long way off in terms of this actually coming to fruition, but I think it's just interesting nonetheless and fascinating of going, yeah, we're getting more Lord of the Rings movies, but at the same time, we're getting more Amazon Lord of the Rings TV shows. So if you're a fantasy lover, I think you're going to be eating good, provided that these movies are good. So the jury's still out, but I'm choosing to be optimistic, but I could very, very easily be proven wrong in this situation.